It's funny. Yun. So we are, I think we're live. All right. So good
We're
evening,
live.
everyone. Mayong gabi. As you can see, there's three of us here. It's me, Cris, Martin, and Caren. Later on, we'll introduce ourselves even further. But there's two more people in the room. As there are two more people who are supposed to be here. Miss Jo is having technical difficulties, so we are trying to send support to her so she can jump in, and hopefully she can jump in a bit while we're all doing this now. Um, and then Royce, due to for unforeseen events, he had to focus on something more important than tonight. And send him light. We honor the guy. And without further ado, guys, share this because tonight is gonna be very exciting, right? We're gonna be talking about how Unbounded continues. Now, before we go there, um, I just want to invite Martin, Karen, maybe you guys want to introduce yourselves to the audience.
Mm,
Ah,
yeah. Who
Oh
wants
my,
to go first, Karen? I can
ikaw.
Okay. Take it for the teams again. So my
Volunteer.
name is Martin Cruz. I'll relate it to the topic, Unbounded Continues. So my very first encounter with Coach Bam Santiago, who was the founder of LifeKite, and Unbounded is his seminar. It's his creation from his company. So I first met Coach Bam 2019, and I was starting my personal development journey very recent that time, 2018. So I got into T. Harbecker seminars, and then I wanted to do this emotional or personal healing. So I did this seminar in 2018 December, and really good guy. I love him. This workshop, pero kulang. I felt like I wanted more, and I love this guy. So I was like, I want more. So later on, a friend from my Quantum Leap seminar, Isis, said she kept saying, "Take Coach Bam, take this Unbounded." So 2019. So I still have my notebook with me. So this was August 3, 2019. I
wow.
took my first Unbounded seminar. So the work weekend. It's a Saturday Sunday workshop with Coach Bam, and that's where it all began. So we can share more about it later in the seminar. I kept in contact with Coach Bam. I actually did Tony Robbins the year after, 2020. And
Unleash the
then
power
one
within.
year, yeah, Unleash the Power Within, Date with Destiny. And then 1 year ago, 2022, no, I did level 2 in January. I did Beingness. So Unbounded is level 1, Beingness is level 2. I did that again, with Royce, the other people we'll mention later. And I also went through a facilitator training program from April to December. So last year, I was working with Coach Bam and Karen closely. And then, yeah, this year, I'll just say it straight na, no? We had no idea, but I was there with Coach Bam in the hospital in Feb. It was a Sunday. And then 2 days later, he passed away, end of the month. No? So he was in recovery. It was totally unexpected. So this Unbounded Continues is a continuation of his legacy. So that's my quick intro. I'll pass it to Karen.
Thank you, Martin. That's very, very. I'm happy to hear that from you. So, sige, I'm gonna introduce myself for everyone here. My name is Karen, and I'm also a founder of Unbounded, a life guide. So, kasama ko si Bam since 2017 when talagang binivisualize pa lang namin itong Unbounded. So over the years, ang dami na naging challenges, ang dami din na na people inspired with our work, and siyempre continuously, and also yun nga, we met a lot of great people, yun si Martin, si Cris, no, na talaga nagsusupport sa LifeKite. And and Unbounded towards the end. Hanggang sa, yun nga, Bam is passed away nung February lang, last February. So, I'm happy to say that LifeKite Unbounded continues because I know everyone na lahat naman talaga, like, including myself, that I miss all those teaching, I miss all those learning. So, parang sa akin, it's a really legacy talaga. And I wanted to continue not because of, dahil marami lang tao, but we want to reach more people as well talaga. Hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas, all over the world, na whatever kung ano yung natutunan natin kay Bam, natutunan natin while na nandyan siya, lahat ng, yung tagos talaga sa puso, tagos sa lahat. Like, masasabi mo na, like, sa lahat ng videos niya, nandun lahat ng learning. So, we wanted
Yeah.
to continue that and help more a lot of people who are struggling. And also, if you are happy, you can share your happiness to other people. So, ngayon, tonight, syempre dapat 5 kami, but siguro iniintay pa namin yung iba. And wala namang masyado, relax lang tonight, whoever na nandito. And I hope that, makapagbigay kami ng magandang message sa inyo ngayong gabi.
Ooh, it's very solid. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that, Caren and Martin. Just want to say thank you for the energy that you guys are bringing. Kasi ako, I'll be very honest with the audience. Right now, I'm panicking because I'm trying to get some of us in here. The people that are supposed to show up tonight are really people that, in some way or form, ano tawag dito? Are connected to BAM on a whole other level siguro. So, yun, like for example,
Channeling Coach Bam.
Channeling Coach Bam, yeah. So, for example, si Miss Jo, one of our biggest supporters with the program, no, the one who enrolls some of the um, highest number of people within the program, is also going to be sharing later on. So yun lang. Sa akin, I just really appreciate the energy that you guys are giving. And of course, for context din to the audience, why the heck are we doing this, right? So there's a huge looming question of what's gonna happen next, right? After the whole you know uh when Bam left, there was a huge vacuum, and then the question is what's gonna happen left, right? So ako on a personal level, what actually led here, siguro lahat ng internal meditation and even prayer to all gods from Vishnu to Yahweh, nagawa ko na, just um just to guide us through this through this event. And I'm very happy that we have people who are also willing to go the extra mile to help it continue. So without further ado, let's go with our questions now. So for example, here's the first question. As successors of Coach Bam, what do you guys feel like is your biggest responsibility in carrying on his legacy? Right. So let's go with Martin. Kasi yeah, I would actually give this to Royce first, and then so
Yeah,
Martin,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I'm missing Royce, my buddy, right now.
successor, yeah.
But yeah, but I got you. I got you, buddy. So
Yeah.
this question's actually heavy. Like it's a really solid one. So what I feel is my biggest responsibility in carrying on Coach Bam's legacy. I was working closely with Caren and Royce and Coach Bam, of course. Biggest responsibility I feel is to just be my authentic self. That's what I saw with Coach Bam in the training. I never felt like he was forcing me to be like a carbon copy of him. Karen can also share later, of course, her own perspective. So whatever he was teaching, he was also learning and doing. That's what I saw. And when I met him for the first time in 2019, he was already like 10 years in personal development before he and Caren made LifeKite in 2017. So the biggest responsibility is being like, as cheesy as this sounds, it's like being a good person, like a human being.
I think
Because
that's
all of
perfect.
the teaching, all of the lessons, for me, it doesn't become real if I don't embody it. I don't mean you have to be a perfect person. Because Coach Bam, we saw each other. He saw me as well. We saw all of us, Royce, Karen, uh, as real as possible. That's what I appreciate. So yeah, the biggest responsibility is like be true, authentic, and then become the best version of ourselves. I believe Karen also understands and gets that. So my version, Royce's path or his version was a little different. So that's what I feel is my biggest responsibility in carrying on his legacy.
Boom. Love that, man. Thank you. So I'll answer
Wow.
next and then we'll
Wala na
pass it
kami
on to
ano.
wait, sige. Ano, what are
Karen,
you saying,
Pero
Karen?
sabi ko, wala na, nasagot na niya lahat.
yeah. Parang thesis to, dissertation.
This,
Nasagot mo na, sa'yo na ang lahat.
Yeah,
yeah.
syempre Karen, your answer is more personal. But yeah, Chris was saying something lang. So.
Yeah, and I'll answer mine next, and then we go to Karen because again, um, she
Yeah.
co-founded the organization, the program. So, um, ano tayo? Sa teaser muna bago sa main course. So, sa akin naman, what's the biggest responsibility I have? Um, Siguro the tag I have is like, it should, it's just there to keep the fire burning. Parang just to prove that everything he taught means something. Parang ganon. But to prove, but not really prove, parang just embody. I don't know the exact term, pero just to make sure na lahat ng natutunan throughout the years is basically gonna lead somewhere, and something more sustainable. And by the way, guys, you can also ask your questions now via
Yeah.
the comments. If you guys have any questions via the comments, we can definitely answer that. But for me, yes, Miss Jo is alive. Anyways,
Yay!
Yes.
yon, Miss Jo is finally there.
Welcome to the
Right.
party, Miss Jo.
Hi,
Hi.
Jo.
Yeah, we
Yon.
just started. Don't worry.
Sige, sige. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So yun.
Leia,
For
thank you,
me,
Gid. Yeah,
for
they're
me,
gonna go out. They just helped me. Because it's kind of like story. It's usually Zoom for me, not necessarily StreamYard. So
yeah.
I'm very, very new here. Hi, Karen and Martin.
Hello, Jo.
I'm still actually in the office, so just finishing
Yeah,
stuff kay holiday tomorrow kasi.
correct, correct.
So,
So are
naga
you are you
catching.
good to are you good to jump into the fray agad, or do you wanna feel the flow first and then
I think
proceed?
you can just continue and then I'll just
Yeah,
jump in
You'll just jump
anytime.
in.
I don't see Royce. I'm not so sure why.
Well, he has to focus on something more important than tonight. So, yun. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yun lang. On my end, that's pretty much it. I'm glad Miss Jo is here. So pushing the question
Okay,
back to
I'm just
Karen.
gonna do this like
Yeah,
this.
that's better.
Sorry,
Landscape is better. Yeah,
forgive my newness in the StreamYard.
yeah. So Karen,
Yan.
sa'yo, what's your $1 million answer to the question?
So, for me, it's like, since the beginning, I, ano, parang now, 'di ba, parang sinasabi nila, "Oh, you're very strong person." Since kasi kailan lang naman, like February 28, no? So parang until now, I'm just in a happy space. Of course, like there's a lot of times like talaga nalulungkot ako. But it doesn't end that eh. It doesn't end yung happiness for me, it's unlimited. Happiness for me, the joy, it continue eh. So, kumbaga parang the legacy is it's like that. Even though wala si Bam physically, but I felt in my heart that life continues, like the legacy of being a good person, the legacy of being authentic to self, like yun nga Martin says, no? So parang sa akin there's no magic pill or potion para mawala yung pain, but to go through the pain, or there's only time naman, like every day, so it will get easier. So sa akin, after ni Bam na mawala. So, siyempre parang meron tayo sa seminar natin, 'di ba? Don't make any major decision for the
Decisions,
next
yeah.
30 days. So, for the 30 days of going through, well, sabi ko na like understanding the grieving, understanding how painful, ganyan. So, sabi ko, so ito pala yon. So, now I understand. Of course, still on the process of healing, no? Kasi wala na yung talagang si Bame, which is here. But I'm grateful for you, Cris, Martin, and Jo na nandito, and Royce, na parang nakikita ko talaga na parang nandiyan na talaga eh, legacy na talaga eh. So, thank you for all your support, and also, hindi naman mabubuo si Unbounded kung wala din yung mga tao na sumusuporta eh. So, parang sa akin, I am just go with the flow kung ano yung mag-unfold in this next this upcoming seminar, but I'm so excited. Para siyang para siyang what if like this is like a Christmas gift. You don't know ano yung laman, but you're excited to but you're excited to ano yung nasa loob niya, 'di ba? So, ganun yung feeling ko ngayon. And I'm so grateful that share ko ngayon 'to kasi hindi naman talaga ako nagla-live. I feel like more comfortable now. Thanks to you, Chris.
Actually,
So,
you're
ayun,
you're
yun yung sa
fitting,
akin.
you're in flow, yeah.
Yeah. So, sa akin, like, whatever, anong mga question tonight, okay, yes, you go lang. But ayun, I'm comfortable. I'm so happy and excited for upcoming na kung ano yung niluluto natin for Unbounded. For sure, a lot of people will excited too.
Yeah. And speaking of Unbounded, no, some people watching might have never even
Ayan.
attended the program. No? So,
Mm-hmm.
baka may jargon tayo. So, ito, question. What kind of transformation can participants expect from attending Unbounded?
Wow. Can we start with Jo?
Yeah, let's go with you. Actually, yeah. Are you, yeah, what
So
kind of
sorry, I think
transformation?
there's the continue.
No?
What kind of transformation participants
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
expect from attending?
Yeah.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
timers.
There are different types of transformations actually in the number of batches that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
we can hear
Yeah.
you. We can hear you. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Your
Yes,
audio is good,
we can
Jo.
hear you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi parang naglalag. So I
Yeah.
believe in the different batches that I've
Here.
uh, in the different batches that I have joined in. I think transformations are pretty much unique for everyone. Kasi as I said, yung personally yung sa akin, clarity was something very, very important to me because it also helped me see perspectives in my life uh, in relation to growth. Growth in the sense na sa career ko. So it was and of course transformation also with family relationships and with friends relationships, colleagues relationships. So parang it's transformations are pretty much unique to everyone. And I would always believe na uh, you're in the right place at the right time for the right purpose. Yung I think ganon. So transformation can just take place at the click of a finger. Eh. Some perhaps may not believe it, but well, for most of us and for myself, it has manifested. Kasi when you decide to do something, ikaw yung nagko-commit din sa self mo. If you also decide not to commit to yourself, it's still the same. You know, any which way kasi. So, for me, transformations will, and it's so, it's so, I always believe in the program kasi sometimes you cannot believe that transformation takes place in just a matter of 2 days. That's also so unique in the program because indeed, no, when you come inside the program on a Saturday morning and you kind of don't really know the people inside. Uh, in day two, actually, during the even before the graduation part, kasi there's the graduation part on day two, end of day two, you seem to have had such a long friendship relationship with everyone. And parang meron siyang how do you call this? Yung that unique bond amongst the graduates, participants, and then the graduates. So for me, experience it kasi. It's so hard to capsulize it, but it's just give
an
yourself the
experience.
chance to experience it for 2 days. I assure you can still live for 2 days. Kasi that was me before. Sabi ko, the 2 days, what am I going to do with the 2 days? It's being all over again, But well, I've been stuck since almost 8 years now as a volunteer staff. I'm still enjoying it. I still look forward to it. I still look forward to the learnings and getting filled up yung whichever it is.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think that's how I see it.
Boom. Thank you, Miss Jo. Yeah. Anyone else want to share? Caren, Martin?
Okay, I can go next. Yeah,
I don't know if you heard.
mhm. I do agree with what Joe said that the transformations are sometimes you can't they're unexpected and they're varied. But what I will share lang is just from what I've witnessed. No? So I came in there with an intention. So for emotional healing like that, coming from a breakup, my depression like that. So the transformation I witnessed there is some people if they're not open, yeah, you can like walk out. It might not be worth it for you if you're not ready for it. There are other people who didn't want to stay there. Napilitan ng asawa nila. Like the wife said, come on, just come like that. The guy ended up staying. And then it was super profound for the husband, the guy. And then for me, I remember again just keeping the privacy of that person. What I would share is just the lesson. This person in my Unbounded seminar was like 50-50. So coming from like a broken relationship also. So I was never really suicidal in my personal experience. But when you see strangers or other people going through heavy or similar or even deeper experiences, those transformations for me were super helpful. Why? It's not in our culture, I noticed, in the Philippines. Because you guys are in, Chris and Joe are in Iloilo. So Karen and I are in Manila. It's still not in our culture to really have a space to experience that, like that openness, that vulnerability. Uh, a lot of people also don't know how to handle it. So opening up, some people might just use it and gossip behind our back, so they won't know how to keep it sacred, right? To mommy A, sending love and light. So yeah, that's the space that you're in Unbounded. There are different transformations also. Some people, it's their health physically. They take a turn. They become healthier. Sometimes it's their money. Coach Bam did share his story about money. Like with his kid, he was broke one time, and then spiritual. So it can be on different levels. Your transformation. So yeah, I'll pass it on to Karen. So she might have a different answer.
Yeah. Oh, so thank you, Martin. So for me, it's like transformation naman, hindi siya yung parang overnight eh.
Yeah.
Na pag nag-attend ka ng isang seminar and then you fully heal, but different experience. So sa akin naman, paano nabuo itong Unbounded or LifeKite? Because hindi, before pa si Bam mag-start with the own company, talagang ano, there's a lot of experience na for me na na-witness ko and also journeying with my own life and sa syempre especially with my dad at that time because I came from parang hindi healthy relationship with my dad tapos after like he passed away, this year lang din kaya parang nagsama-sama yun sa akin, but sa akin winork ko talaga after the Unbounded, the transformation na nakuha ko dito is to work on your relationship with your parents and work your relationship with yourself. So, sa akin, parang yun yung nag-continuous eh. So, when I work my relationship with my dad, and it become easier for me to extend my understanding, extending my understanding to other people kung ano yung pinagdadaanan nila. So, yun yung sa akin, the transformation, it's more, you get more awareness within yourself. So, for me, transformation nga yung next na yun eh. So, ako siguro nag-transform ako mga ilang attend pa ng seminar because the process is still there. But as long as you're willing, talagang you will see the result after. But para sa mga hindi pa naka-attend, it really like ibang level talaga. Level na you will appreciate life more differently. So that's
Mm.
the transformation for me. Yeah.
Go, Martin. Yeah.
I have a bonus answer to add to Karen, no? Kasi she mentioned it's in our life even after the seminar. So my bonus lesson, answer transformation was I learned how to hug because of Coach Bam, the connected hug. So I won't spoil it. Like attend Unbounded if you want. Uh, but I grew up in an all boys school, grade school, high school, and then only in college, parang co-ed. But I never really knew how to hug like a person, like a girl, guy to guy, hug your own father, parang ganon, your own mom. So that was a transformation for me, the connected hug. And you'll have your own transformation or lesson. I truly believe that when you attend it.
It's funny. Sa akin ganun din eh. I mean, I am notorious yung sinasabi mo kanina, Martin,
Yeah.
na yung mga loved ones nila pinapadala yung mga tao tapos mag-attend ka lang. Mas matindi sa akin. Ano tawag dito? Ikaw, magpakita ka sa ganitong conference hall at this day and then sit.
Pinuwersa,
Walang,
gano'n.
walang
Yeah.
context. No? punta ka doon. Yun. Hindi ka magpunta, nabayaran ko na yung ticket mo. You know. So they have no choice in a way. That's how I basically invite people. Well, most of the time. Hindi naman all the time, right? Pero most of the time. But so far 99% naman akong 99% naman happy yung mga na-invite ko eh. Pero ako
Oh,
no personal level, pumunta ako sa Unbounded na actually 80% of the program alam ko na eh. So
mm,
I was not fighting. I was not tawag dito. I was not disrupting the class, if you could call that not disruptive. I was not disrupting the class, pero at the same time I didn't really enjoy it until the very end. Yung
mm.
the highlight, siguro the last 20% of the program. Sabi ko nga, alam ko naman to. I know what you guys are doing. This is NLP. This is I it was in the head. I know your techniques. At the end of the day, long story short, I got hooked. So naging part ako ng
Salamat.
Unbounded.
I'm sorry. Umiyak ako.
Hindi na ako
Yeah.
nakatakas for years. And I never stopped. I almost never stopped staffing. The only time I stopped staffing was because I allowed my team to staff. So
Yeah.
so that they could explore their own leadership, their own leadership styles na wala ako, right? That's the only time I stopped. But majority of the times I was there to support, no. So it was very funny. So for me, even if you feel if you're someone that you feel like you don't need a seminar,
Mhm.
one thing's for sure sa akin, it was life-changing. Being able to hindi ko pala alam na the guy I hated the most was myself. Akala ko
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
tawag dito. Akala ko
Wow.
it's normal for
That's deep.
self-loading was so normal for me that it wasn't alarming at all. At all, you know. So, long story short, after the short release, financial wise, pera, my God, 7 figures is not the least that na pumunta sa akin after the release work. Team members, I was able to scale to now 40 people. Prior to that, I had like 5 to 10 people. So it's crazy. And the only reason why is that I was able to trust people more because I trusted myself more. Yun lang. In
Amazing.
that story, you know. So it's funny. Yeah.
So, yun na lang yung kulang sa amin. 7 figures.
Relate, Karen. Maybe if I do $1 million round table again, then
Si Miss Jo nga
Basta
ngayon,
yung mga
newly promoted ngayon eh.
ayan. 7-figure club.
7-figure club. Yeah. So ito, here's an interesting question pero medyo medyo what's the word I'm looking for? Medyo intriguing din yung tanong na to,
Mhm.
So for everyone here, this is not just for the FASI role, no? Because when you staff, you're also part of the program. When you lead people, when you do the work, you're also stepping into BAM's shoes. So can you talk about your personal process, into stepping into coach's role, and how you can hope to honor what is, his vision and methods of Unbounded.
Okay.
Let's go with you, Martin. Yeah.
Yeah, I can go first because this feels really heavy. Like my chest feels parang nagbe-bench press ako dito. Because sige, I'll answer it this way. I was there with Coach Bam on Feb 26 in Capital Medical Center 2 days before he passed away. So I spent the day with him there, and Karen was there also. Because I slept on the couch there. I ended up staying until nighttime. So the way I was preparing or spending time with Coach Bam, I didn't feel like I was stepping into his role because I know that will always be his. So how I hope to honor his vision and methods it's just to keep the essence of LifeKite and the way he taught Unbounded, the way he did beingness, the way he did everything. So the essence of it is you're not like this is what I learned. There are no two facilitators that are exactly the same. That's what I noticed when I was training right beside Royce. Because it never felt like I had to be the same as Royce. If anything, we were like complementing each other, something like that. So also Coach Bam, like he was his own role or his own person. And then Caren also was like complementing, or it's like when you add everyone together, it just becomes better, parang like that. So the way to honor his vision and methods is it's keeping the essence. And
Yes, sir.
maybe later on, if you ask other questions, there are things like heart level, not just head. Be with. There are certain lessons that he teaches that parang you won't forget. Like you'll know it's Coach Bam. So that's how I would answer it. So and again, I'm coming from a place I was just there 2 days in the hospital before he passed away. Of course, the last person who was in touch with Coach Bam was Caren. So I'm just sharing my process. Yeah. So like I pass it on.
Sige, ako, I have a tag to
Yeah,
catch it.
go Chris.
So
Go Chris. You
I'll
good.
take it. So kung isang dahilan bakit natanong ko to is because it's also something that's on everyone's minds, right? You know, how the heck do we continue on
Yeah.
afterwards? No? So, pero sa akin, exactly what what Royce is still on my mind. What Martin
Yeah.
was sharing is that sa akin, even there are no two same facilitators at the exact same, despite the fact that almost similar yung pinagdaanan namin na program, na training, um, we have different dark sides, we have different strengths na that basically complement the whole stuff together. You know, in my case, I've come to realize na my style of teaching might not actually work for this program. You know, it's just coming to terms with that. You know, mainly because for people who know me, I'm very intense. Okay, and I would call
Which I
out
like.
people. I even remember one seminar I had this year or last year. It was a cash flow seminar. Pinagalitan ko talaga yung mga participants, no. Like, pangarap lang, bakit hindi ka mo makapag-decide? O ako na mag-decide para sa inyo. Bakit ang ano nyo pa rin, blah 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 blah, you know.
Yeah.
So, that kind of teacher, you know. So in your face kind of thing. It might not be for this program, right?
Mm.
But one thing I do know is that in a way I can support the facilitators, you know, and the in the best way I know how, right? Organizing the events, uh, helping them go through or face their dark sides head on, you know. That's something I can definitely do. So it's just coming to terms now. Okay, sige, maybe my role is not to teach directly. Maybe my role is to teach through the facilitators or to support the facilitators on the backside, right? In the staffing team. So legacy building naman on a more scalable side. So, sa akin gano'n naman yung process ko and how I envision things, right? And sometimes I have to ask Bam from guidance. I have a balcony here. I call it my Bamcony, you know, because I talk to Bam. so for guidance on teaching and stuff. And minsan nakakainis because if you know Bam long enough, you already know what he's gonna say. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so yun
My
lang.
voice.
That's on my side. Yeah, passing it on.
Ayan. Who's next? Si Karen ba or Job?
Yeah, either or. Who wants to go?
Sige, ako na.
Mhm.
All right.
So what transformation, no? Yeah. Ha? Ikaw, Joy, you want
Karen, go,
to...
go, go, Karen, yeah.
So sa
And
akin
then we'll
naman,
go to Joe.
so parang yung sabi ko nga kanina, transformation naman is come after. So sa akin, siguro i-kwento ko lang yung may experience what transformation looks like. So para ito kasing parang you will see your relationship differently after. Parang if now sa mga relationship na naguguluhan ka, um, hindi mo alam kung mahal ka, mga ganyan. But after mo na makapag-seminar, you will see the other person differently in a way that, oh, bakit may intindahan ko pala siya. So, sa akin, with my dad, sa may relationship ko, before he passed away, I really saw the transformation between my dad and sa akin. So, kung before, hindi kami nagkakaintindihan with the small thing, talaga nag-aaway kami. So, indifferences, ganyan. Kasi, medyo pasaway din ako. So, but after the seminar, I see yung mga teaching niya, yung lahat ng mga sinasabi sa akin is talagang importante pala. That I really, parang sabi ko, okay, parang sobrang pasaway ko kasi, and then, ito yon. So, and talagang na-nurture yung relationship namin after. Because I worked it, and yun nga yung naiintindihan ko. This is not a jargon, but to share lang for everyone na there's no perfect relationship. But uh, kung meron kang awareness na nakuha with yun yung nasa loob ng Unbounded. Ayoko naman kasi na mag-spoil na. So, yun yung nasa loob ng Unbounded that you can get that learnings, that awareness, that na you can apply in all your relationship with your parents, your siblings, your kids. So lahat 'yan matatap eh. Hindi lang sa relationship and also the finances. So before parang alam mo yung may small mind in terms of financial literacy, sobrang liit lang. But now I see the abundance is everywhere. So it's not a woo-woo thing, but like you can see talaga, like in my case, like I can see differently the life. Parang for those who are also grieving like me. So, like yun sa akin parang pinaka-big siya na I see life differently. I see people differently, kumbaga like treat them kindly, treat myself kindly. So that's my transformation for me. What you expect, then go to the seminar, mas maganda i-experience mo siya fully kasi hindi naman natin siya masasagot in based on our head, but you will feel it pag nandun ka sa seminar. So, that's really different talaga. So, yeah. Jo,
Joe.
mga i-add?
Yes.
Hold on, naka-mute ka, Miss Jo. Oh, for some reason. Ikaw, Miss Jo, anything you wanna add here? Yeah? Naka-mute ka, yeah?
Ang sarap naman ang sagutin ng mga topic natin.
What?
I just wanted to say na uh, not at all stepping into Coach Bab's role, but it's more of honoring his vision and his method. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
But I'm
Yeah.
not sure if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right.
Yeah, we can hear
So,
you.
without
No,
further
actually,
ado,
I just,
sige, go.
I continue to just honor Coach Bab kasi the recent wonderful news.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, you can share more about the news, Miss Jo, and how how it relates to everything. Yeah.
Mm.
I just, I continue to just honor.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Can you hear
Oh,
us?
okay. Sorry, I thought you can. Because I just want to say that, especially on the part of career, I always honor
Yeah,
Coach
yeah.
Bam because every kind of success step would always go back to him. Eh.
Oh.
So within this year, there are two major ones talaga na and recently just this morning I said it's I wish you were here because this is a manifestation of what you did to me and perhaps the different persons that he touched. No? So, but mine is really very strongly honoring him in wherever my career takes me forward. Because I never imagined I can do stuff in 2016, carving my own future pala. Deciding on my own future, doing the actions that are needed to be done, and also parang getting the cobwebs from my eyes and then really see clearly what I want in my life. And that anyone can do that as well pala.
Can
For as long as you continue to learn, you continue to embrace different types of perspectives as well, and just absorbing them for as long as it's also on the good sides, positive sides, and being aware of the negative aspects in life. So my career path actually is honoring Coach Bang because it
and
was the very first step in 2016 that it manifested in 2018 within the 3 years span. So
Wow.
you know, I just keep honoring him. I was in the middle of being very happy, very grateful, yet there's this ache in your heart that you cannot share it physically with him right now. Na parang, Coach, this is for you, ha? I wish I can just, I don't want to say it.
yeah,
It gets to be a
I
little bit,
understand.
emotional on my part. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
go ahead, please.
All right.
For 48
No
Parang
minutes.
change
problem.
topic agad.
I
Yeah,
So
I
let's
people
ano
witnessed,
na.
Karen,
I
Royce,
get
and I.
I get choked up kasi
It's good.
when
It's
Yeah.
I
good.
also speak about other.
Mm-hmm. All
Yeah.
right.
Thanks for sharing, Miss Jo. And since we're 48 minutes in, I think it's time to introduce Unbounded. No, so right now, Unbounded is happening in Iloilo. So it's a
Woo!
2 day live
I'm sick.
transformational program. It's
Yay.
gonna happen face to face in Iloilo. LS Training Center pala, So yun lang, if you guys wanna be part of the event, message us. I'm gonna put the form on our posts. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So at least mano natin, you guys can actually sign up here. And and for those of you who wanna re-audit, now's the time for you guys who might wanna re-audit naman. So re-audit means you wanna go through the seminar again, like it was for you the first time. And for people who are outside Iloilo, I'm inviting you guys. Okay, Unbounded is continuing. We're gonna stream this event, but of course, we're only gonna focus on the two facilitators, si Martin and si Royce. Um, and we're gonna be streaming this live on Zoom. Okay, so if you guys wanna attend, kahit via Zoom lang, re-audit. Okay, but if you're gonna attend online, strictly, this is only for old Unbounded participants. So if you're new, magantay kayo sa Manila. So let's force Caren and Martin and Royce to organize another live event sa
Next na
Manila.
yan.
So okay. So yun. So this is, and guys, right? This is the first
This is the
uh
first ever after
so crazy, you know? Di ko alam.
An honor, Coach
last
Bam.
year. Oo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. You know, I don't know what to expect except for the fact that we've prepared a lot for this. You know, we've prepared a lot for this. Maybe Martin, you want to share a bit, you
Well,
know, yeah, go.
as
Yeah.
Coach Bang would always say, trust the process.
Trust the process. Oh,
Always
and
trust.
also we're looking for online staffers, so if may gusto kayo, please message me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pero Martin, maybe you want to share something as well. You know, siguro
Yeah.
let's end this live with rounds lang of what do you want to say, you know.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
again,
So
Martin.
maybe the last thing I'd want to add or share is I miss my buddy Royce, and this is the reason why. When I did my seminars with Coach Bam, Royce, we have this thing called the buddy system. So ever since last year, Royce and I were buddied, and for some reason there was no dissolution. Like we still
Forever
we
the
still
yata
do
yan,
the
bro.
buddy system. We still practice it until now. So for me, it's really good training. It's like a lifelong lesson or process, which I really appreciate. And right now, he needs support. So we know this. We'll fill you in, Joe. Don't worry. So he just really needs a lot of support right now.
Yes.
So living that lesson, why that's so important to me. Any other person in my life, to that degree, I could practice the body system. Doesn't have to be forever. It could be someone you did a project with, you had work with, you had a mission with, like that, your partner. So that is one lesson I got from Unbounded, the other seminars and training with Coach Bam. That has been super helpful, and I appreciate. So for sure, when you attend this one, Unbounded is like the gateway. It's like the first seminar you normally would attend with Coach Bam back then. It will really open up for me. It opened up like emotional healing, that space locally. Again, it's not, I didn't know that existed. It also led me to meet you guys, the Iloilo family. So Cris, Jo, Mommy A, man, like when we went to Iloilo, I have never been so well fed in my life. In Iloilo. Also Caren
Yeah,
and Coach
that's
Bam.
well
And when you go to Iloilo, yeah, like abundance, like their love. They love like grabe yung mga Ilonggo. So it was my first time also that I think it was just last year when I went. So for sure, you attend at Unbounded and Iloilo or online, like you will feel something. There will be a transformation. Just you have to be open, answer the call or the tug, your intuition. Maybe your heart is calling for something. You want to heal relationships with your family, with yourself. You want to heal your spirit, your work, diba? Your health, something like that. So that's what I would say. Yeah. If anything piqued your curiosity, like it sparked something, look it up. Here in the post of Cris, this live, follow the links, check out the picture, the infographics. You could ask people. You could ask me, Caren, Royce, Joe, Royce also. Um, yeah, anyone here in the community. So that's the last thing I believe I could share, no? Because, we don't want to leave you hanging too much, but there's so much you could check out already just from all the sharing. So thank you.
Yun, pass it on, man.
Yeah, I'll pass it to Caren.
Sa akin, just attend Unbounded and experience fully the transformation. I know na, like for some people, like skeptical about like, oh, ano ba yung seminar na yan? But I'm just the same like before na ganun din yung aking sa mga seminar pag mag-attend ako.
I've had
But
that.
this is different talaga that you can see yourself fully parang pag alis mo dito, you're fully refreshed and fully alive and happy, and also you meet a lot of good people, and ayan, sila Jo and Cris and Martin na magsusupport sa'yo, and me, and also like a Iloilo community. So you will feel welcome, and ito talaga yung parang basic of ano to? So I just attend, and I'm happy to see you there. So yun.
Awesome. Miss Jo,
Chris?
ikaw.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hmm. Well, number one, it's pretty exciting already. Looking forward to August 5 and 6 because there's always this energy of not knowing what you will experience again on the 2 days. And in the same manner, what you are or what you do inside the seminar itself, the program itself, is how you are as well outside of the seminar. So as Martin said, also with Caren and Cris, when we are requested to do full out, then we do full out. Not to preempt also what's gonna happen in the 2 days, but it will be very, very rewarding. For me, it has always been priceless. So um, if we are into strengthening our bodies, I do believe that the program also really strengthens who you are internally in terms of your mental strength, your spiritual strength, your perspective strength, in terms of again whatever that life brings you. No, it may be a sudden curveball. So there are a lot of curveballs in our lives. So the program also really addresses that and how you interrelate first with your family, um, the people after your family, no, and the people that you interrelate with, whether it be colleagues or business partners or co-workers and even your staff. So yes, as I said, don't just believe what we share about and we say here in the chat that we just did. Pero please experience it with us. No, see my smile. So, very, very excited. And we hope to see you there.
Boom. All right. Sa akin
Yay!
naman, for you guys watching, please, if there's a tug for you guys to lead, we need online staffers. Okay? So, yun lang. I'll end tonight with that. And siguro with everything that's coming, exciting lang. Very, very exciting lang. So, thank you guys for watching. Miss A,
Thank
Miss
you,
Donnie,
guys.
thank you for commenting. And see you next